Yeah, I guess.
Try.
Okay. So I would randomly pick some topics and assign to you, and one of you would be explaining that. Okay. Hello.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah. And I'll be noting it down here, right? So Nazir, Nazir will be
No, I
explaining
didn't
about.
study that, Miss Sanuja. Keywords, no.
Okay. And Aris, Nazir. I
Okay,
will
array
make
is a
you
combination of variables.
1 second. Sorry to interrupt. If you want me to make you the presenter and you want to share something, let me know.
Okay, I mean I can define it like
Sure, sure.
that array is a combination. Array is combination of variables, which is used to explain or to define the methods in a Java class.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, can arrays have mixed data types?
Yes, arrays can have mixed data types, variables, and integers.
I mean to say, can arrays have mixed data types at once?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, what are constructors?
Okay, constructors are the basic keywords which we use to develop a Java program,
Mm-hmm.
which helps to extract the informations from a method and its defined steps. That keyword, that constructor is used to call those information from a class.
Okay. What are abstract classes?
Okay, abstract class. Okay. Okay. These are the method. Actually, the abstract class is a method, but it declares the value, but it don't define the value of the method. Like we just give a method like we use in Java that like public void main. The method is we use for the confusion here. Okay.
Okay. So can you explain? Sure. I mean, if you want to go ahead, please.
Right. Okay. Then we have our method, and every method we explain with the definition, what we call them. I forgot those numbers. After defining our method.
Stay cool, relax. You seem to a bit tense.
Right.
Yeah. Stay cool.
Right.
Okay.
After defining our method, we simulate it by defining some details underneath after explaining our method. If a method don't have its details, and it's just claiming, it just declared the method, but it don't give us the details. And that method goes under one class, and that class, which has one abstract method, is called abstract class. In every class which have at least one method which is abstract, and abstract method is which declares but it don't have details, that is abstract method. And every class which have an abstract method, at least one abstract method, that is abstract class.
Okay. Can you explain about increment and decrement operators?
Right. Okay. Okay. Those operators which we use in a method, which is to the data which we call, or decrement in that the decrements in those values which we have to call in a method are called as the decremental and incremental.
Okay. What are all the flow control options that we have in Java?
Flow control meaning like the statements, like the if statement, if, else, if else, for, do while. I don't know if you can use this, but there's this.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is an object?
What is an object? An object is, I don't even write down the meanings. I mean, I know how to define use an object, but the object is something like, I mean, Java is a object-oriented language.
Yes.
So we use objects to like write our methods. And
Okay. Then, so how do you compile a Java program?
So, when you say compile, you mean like have a class, have the main method, and then objects and variables and methods inside that class, or is that what you're asking, or asking something else?
No, not that compilation. Uh, in order to run Java program, you will have to compile the Java program and then run it. Okay. A compiled Java program is platform independent. So what is compilation? How do you compile? Are there any commands to compile?
You have to first, well, you gotta have a project, and then you have to have a class,
Mm-hmm.
to use those classes, I mean, to use those everything in there, you have to have jar files,
Right. So
and jar files.
how do you obtain them? How do you obtain them? How do you obtain the class file? How do you obtain the jar file? Okay, that's fine. If you don't have
You just
idea,
get
it's
from
okay.
the internet.
Okay. Um, can you give the list of access specifiers in Java?
Access specifiers.
Mhm.
I mean, I should be more for like, I thought you mean like actual writing it on that. Let's see.
Okay, this one, access specifiers.
Uh, well, that's like private, public, private, public,
Mm-hmm.
and protected.
Cool. Yeah. Can you give me some examples of predefined packages in Java?
Predefined packages.
Mm. A few
Oh,
examples.
packages. Okay.
Sorry?
We have.
Mm.
Are you talking about like when we're like importing like the file, like
Yeah.
those type of packages, or
Yeah. Yeah. So anything when those predefined packages which you usually import when you work around.
so we have the import file, then we have the import buffer file, which I read about yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Then we also have the scanner.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, those three are the ones I know.
Okay.
Or I mean language, which is everything. Like
Mm.
string,
Right.
object.
Java.lang.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's the ones I know.
Okay. Can you differentiate between the two keywords this and super? We have two
Okay,
keywords, super
you just
and
and
this, this one.
okay.
So
So
can you mm,
super is basically the parent class. So that plays in when you are doing something like an inheritance or overloading, I think.
mm-hmm.
One second. Yes, overloading or overriding. I think you use it in both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you use both of them, but that's where inheritance comes in, you know. So if you have a super class and you have a subclass, so if you're trying to differentiate between both of them, since they both will have the same name, you could say super,
Right.
and Java will know that you're talking about the parent class.
Right.
And this, the word is like basically you could define, like you could write a code or a method or variable, any way you call it, and with the word this, you could give it some value saying this variable has this. So it will basically, this will store some value to what you wrote.
Right. Got it. Cool. So, Nazir. This is for you, Nazir. Can you differentiate between method
Yes, ma'am.
overriding and overloading? Can you differentiate between these two?
Okay.
Hello. Nazir, you there?
Yeah, ma'am. Yes. Okay. I just studied today, but I'm very clear. I just learned it this morning, method overriding, and
Okay.
I really forgot.
Okay. So, how do you do exception handling in Java?
I didn't study that. I'm sorry. Exceptions, I didn't.
Okay. Then,
Okay. Okay, in this method overriding and method, that's what I got. This was in polymorphism,
yeah,
right? So
right.
if we have a class A, like for example, and it has a method underneath, and that method have an object which have zero value, and another method in the same class have a value.
Okay.
Okay, when we use this way, if we use this way class, and we call the method first method which has zero value or zero parameter, or we call another method under same class which has some value. So this
do not call them as values. Call them as
this method. Right, one with the parameter. Yes, exactly. One parameter is 0, and one we have some value in parameter. Okay. This way of this class is called a method with overloading.
Okay.
And the other way, if we have a class which has two methods, and both have no parameters.
Okay.
And we are able to use both. We are able to use, or we are able to call both of those methods same time. That is called as overriding. Overriding of methods.
Okay. So, what are static variables?
case, static variables are static variables are the variables which we cannot change the value. I mean, those are fixed values, variables, we cannot change them. We cannot call to any other class, into any other class.
Okay. What are the primitive data types in Java?
Primitive data types are the variables or the data which we cannot change. Those have fixed values in Java. Those are unique values in Java.
You have
cannot
told,
vary them.
but you have told those are static variables. I asked primitive data type. What are primitive data types?
Okay, the primitive data types. Okay, those are the oh yeah, those are character boolean. Those are eight of those. Those are character, boolean, byte, short, integer, long, and float. And one more is I don't remember. Char, boolean, byte, short, int.
Okay.
I forgot some. So those primitive data types are 18 numbers, and those are char, boolean, and they have certain values data type. Like we can have certain amount of space available against each. If we use char or boolean or short or float, they have a certain amount of value against each.
Okay, so Obed, it's for you.
Yeah.
What is dynamic binding? What is dynamic binding?
That has to do with the overloading polymorph. And that's that's like
okay. How do you achieve typecasting? What is typecasting?
typecasting. You just basically changing, I guess you could say, primitive data type to another primitive data type. So you could change like a int to like a float, or float to a double.
So how do you do that?
Well, first you say you have an int, so you say int a is 4. Then you could write a is equal to float, and then you can give it some value.
Okay. Cool. So when do we use the final keyword? We have a lot of keywords, right? And among those keywords, there is one keyword called final.
Right.
Yeah, something called
That
final. Like, so when do you use it?
yeah. So when do we use it?
Mm-hmm.
I know what it does. Basically, once you have final, the value of that basically won't change.
Mm-hmm.
So you could use it maybe in a array,
Okay.
or you can use it in your public class. You have that as a final too,
Okay. Okay. Fine.
or a variable if you want. Yeah, you could make a variable final too,
Okay.
right?
Right. Right. So, what is interface and when do we use it? Interface.
Interface. The first part. It's that's when you like to import something.
One second. Nazir, can you please decrease the volume of something in the background? Yeah.
So I have no, it's very quiet in here. I don't know from here. Do you hear anything?
Yes, it's from your side.
I know something.
Okay. Anyways.
This
Yeah. Obey.
interface
Mhm.
says this interface is written with the Java as a Java extension. It could have a lot of methods inside it.
So what is
So
package?
did you ask what it
What is package then?
packages? Oh, you can have many packages too.
Right. So you have
So,
lot of
but package like when you have like a group of them, right?
right. So you have lot of Java programs inside a package, right? You can group
Yeah.
packages and Java programs to make a package. And so interface. What would interface be in that case?
It's like the it's like you could inherit. Yeah, you could inherit stuff from
That is inheritance.
different class, right?
That is inheritance. Inheritance is different. What is interface?
Interface is a reference type in Java. It's a collection of abstract methods.
Okay. Okay. All right. Mm. This is for Nazir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. If you want to send arguments to main method, how do you do it? How to send arguments to a main method? So we have different methods and different functions. Okay. We define lots of functions and we can send arguments to them when calling some other code. What if we want to send arguments to main method?
We use the for loop for.
Okay. Okay. Um, which package do we use to read an Excel file? Yeah,
We used to read
to
Excel
for reading and writing operations to Excel files, we use a specific package which is not present in Java. We get it from outside. We install it. So, what is that package?
We are talking about Eclipse.
No, a Java package, a predefined Java package. All right, no worries.
No, it's not in my mind.
All right. So, how many types of assert statements do we have?
These are a lot we assert values from in the program. We assert values from different classes.
Okay.
To execute a program, we assert values from different classes to execute certain variables.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is for Ubed. Okay. I have something like ABC, a string. Okay. I want to convert it to
Yeah.
ABC. Okay. I have a string
Mhm.
and I want to tweak it. And finally, I want ADC. Instead of ABC, I want ADC. So, how do you work it out?
I wrote it down, but I don't see it. But from top of my head, you can use the replace all method,
Okay.
and then you could write in whatever, you could give the string whatever value you want to.
Alright. So, we will write like this. Replace B with D. This is how we write to make ABC into ADC. Okay. And how do you write a multi-line comment in Java?
It's two backslash.
Multi-line comment. Okay.
Oh, multi-line. It's a slash with the star, and then when you end it, it's a star with the slash.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm, alright. Then how to write user-defined packages?
User-defined packages,
Mm-hmm. And
meaning,
how do you define your own package?
you mean create your own package?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to create your own package.
Okay.
I know you could import them, and then we have some built in.
Yeah. So we create in Eclipse, we create a new Java project. Then
Mm-hmm.
we right click and then say new package and we give our own name. That's nothing but user defined
Nice.
package.
Oh, okay, yeah, alright, yeah. Same way you create class, same thing.
Right. Okay. And then
Because I thought you were asking how do you create your own package in Java, you know?
right. And that's how you create in
No, I meant
Java.
like Java in Java.
Yeah. So that's how you create. Mm,
Yeah, I know that. You just gotta, the same way you could you got a project or you got a class in there, and then your package, you have multiple packages. I mean, you could do everything.
okay. Hmm. How do you differentiate character and string?
Well, character is only one letter, and
Right.
string can have
So
multiple, right? Right.
how do you make Java understand that?
Well,
Java.
if you wanna write a string, then you write capital S string and then quotes and then give it whatever value. And then if you want a character, you write char, CHAR, and then you don't use quotation marks, but use single quotes, and then you give it the value inside.
Right. Single quotes and double quotes. That is the point. Okay. And there is a keyword called constant. Can you explain that?
Constant.
Mm-hmm.
Constant keyword.
Mm-hmm.
I read that somewhere.
Okay. No problem. Go through that afterwards. Not a
Okay.
problem. Okay. And then uh,
If you look online, it says there is no
sorry.
constant keyword. So online it says there is no constant feature.
Okay. So Nazir, what is JVM?
Yes, sir. Java Virtual Machine.
Uh-huh. Okay. And
And Java Virtual Machine works when we submit data to to extract certain results.
okay. So what
We
makes
provide information.
yeah, fine. What makes Java as platform independent? So
because it's objective language, and that's why it will be written once, and then it can be run anywhere and anytime on any platform. It's compatible with all platforms.
But it is compatible with all the platforms. But when you look at Oracle website, when you first download Java for the first time, you see a lot of options like Java Linux, Java AMD, Java Windows. You see lots of different packages. Okay. When we say that Java is platform independent, why don't we have the same installer for everything? Why do we have separate stuff for each and every operating system?
Like that it says when we download.
Right. Okay. Anyways.
All those operating system might have something built in those machines which are working with those specific platforms, and the
Yeah.
Java is
So,
Java do have some compatibilities.
right. So you have something called JVM, Java Virtual Machine, on which actually Java runs. Okay, but to make Java understandable by Unix, to make Java understandable by Windows, you need something like a translator between those two. So for that, you install Java, and
Correct.
to make a connection between the operating system and JVM, since each of the operating systems are different, you have a lot of different stuff that needs to be installed. Okay, so for that we install different types of Java, but the JVM will be the same. So the Java code will be the same and it can run on any platform when you have a proper JVM installed. Okay. And why do we use void? VOID, void. We have been using void keyword many times in our program. So why do we
Yeah,
use that?
in methods. Yeah. So void means that it has a certain value. It cannot be changed. It cannot have different values. It's gonna be on certain. It will return only a certain value.
Okay. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. So this is for Obed. Okay. We do method overloading by changing the number of arguments or the type of arguments. Okay. but we do not do method overloading by changing uh, the return type. Like for one of them we'll keep void, and for one of them I'll keep int instead of void. Okay, still it makes a difference, but why do not we use it?
We're using void and because you have to use two different data types, right?
Right, I'm using two different data types. For one I will use int, for one I will use string. Okay, if not void I'll use string.
Mhm.
Right, one is
So can you
int,
repeat that?
one is int, one is string. So
Mm-hmm.
still they're different, but why not I use it?
And why you shouldn't use it? I'm not getting the question. You're saying we have two different data types?
Right, like I have public int name, this will be int age, comma int weight. Then I have a method like this, and then I have another method like this, public string name, int age, and weight. Okay, uh, and string weight. So these two make a good pair in overloading, but
Right.
1 and 3 1 and 3 are not suggested to make a good pair in overloading. By just, this is a return type, this is called return type, right? You remember? So if I
Yeah.
change the return type, still they have two different definitions. uh,
Yeah. One's an int and one's
so
string.
why don't we do it? Okay, no worries. No worries if it's not clear.
Mm,
Then mm, 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 mm.
int and if you call it.
Okay, so in a with we we
Yeah.
have something called try catch. Okay, so in try catch,
Okay.
what is the third block, third optional block?
Uh, there was try, catch, exception, and
Try is
the
one,
last one.
we write like this, right? Try, then one block of code. I mean, if you write something inside curly brackets, it is called block of code. Okay, then
Finally.
right. Okay,
Finally, right?
right.
Yeah. I was taking exception. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. An XML.
Nazir,
Yes, ma'am.
when declaring variables, for example, we have an integer int a equal to new int. We do this, right? So we do something like new So what does this new mean? What is the meaning of the new word here?
That means we have an integer a, its value is different. So we'll define new as well. That means we have a different integer we are going to specify next.
No, that means this is a new variable. Allocate a new memory to this variable. Okay. Yeah.
That's how we elaborated in the next line that new int is equal to, so that's why. Okay.
Right. So dedicate a new memory which has size of an integer, which means like if it is using 4 bytes, 4 bytes. If it is using 1 byte, 1 byte. Okay. So that's yeah, one more question for you. We have boolean a equal to 10. So what will be printed now?
Boolean is used for true or false. So we should print, but there is no statement which Boolean can work with.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
So what happens when you do this? When you try to do this, what happens?
Boolean a is equal to 10.
Right.
But Boolean gave us the result as true or false.
Yes.
So is there any condition?
No, there is no condition.
So that should be the error.
Mm-hmm. So what error will be thrown in that scenario?
I mean, if Boolean a is equal to 10, it's a value, so it could be true. That could be true.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So will the error be thrown in the first statement or will the error be thrown in the second statement? We have two statements here, boolean a equal to 10 and print a. So will the error come from here or will the error come from here?
Error will come from second statement from this. It will print because it will not find no condition which
Okay.
which it can print true or false. So it will come from the second statement.
Okay. All right. And so Ubed, this is for you. So we are writing a lot of methods, functions, and all, right? What is the use of functions? Why are we writing functions? The same code, we can write inside the main function itself and call it and run it, right? Instead of writing it inside a function and calling it, we can write it inside the main itself and do the job.
If you write it inside the main, then you could call it anywhere.
Sorry?
If you write some kind of function inside, by the main, then you're able to it becomes basically global. So you're able to access it even if you're writing in local.
Okay. 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 Mm, all right. So we'll have a part 2 test tomorrow as well. Prepare again. I'll send you the results sheet across. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just ping
It's
you.
gonna be same.
Topics will be the same because that is what we have
Same
studied.
topics. Okay.
Yeah, that is what we have studied. So the topics will be the same, but the questions might be different and a bit more complicated. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So, alright. So we have same topics. Yeah, I'll put the recording in YouTube anyways.